Good morning. Good morning, Bree Bree. How are you today? How was your shopping yesterday? I haven't been shopping in so long. I don't shop anymore. I don't do anything. I haven't been shopping since you guys were here, I think. That was probably the last time, or since I was since I was with you guys. Are doing our first show soon. Yay. I have lots of tips. I love you. I have lots of tips and tricks today. Today is the day. I'm going to start by giving away a Hodgepodge card. Will you please check your messages? Suburban Bish, hi. You did so amazing. Thank you so much for everything you did. I'll check your message right now. I'm sorry. I suck. Everyone, please go follow the Suburban Bish. You're amazing. You guys are above and beyond and did absolutely incredible. Thank you for doing such a wonderful thing for the community. You guys are wonderful. I'm sending you my email right now as we speak. kschumer13.com if y'all want to email me stuff. I don't know. Thank you so much. I love you. Everyone go follow the Suburban Bish. Hello, Vermont. Cherry Bomb, are you here yet? Did your thing work? Also, your mother never sent me her email, but did it work for you? I think we're gonna do a jewelry show tonight instead of tomorrow. She doesn't matter. That's aggressive, Molly. It's aggressive this morning. Also, Karen Jones, when you are here, please announce yourself. I'm apparently it's Yule again, or not Yule, whatever. Oh, it's a ladybug. I have a grievance to air with you. You want to see a ladybug? There's a ladybug on this dog. If I move it, it's gonna say anything. Karen Jones, please report to customer service. Karen Jones, please report to customer service. Look, it's a ladybug on his head. I shall name you Pete. Pete, where you going? Pete, no, come back. Pete, you can't escape me. Ladybugs are supposed to be lucky, aren't they? Pete. All right, Pete, I'm going to put you over here, but if at some point you, fly at me, I'm going to be really scared. Where's my other chug bar? Did you have a snack? Oh, my bad. Rusty Patina, did I eat your candy bar? Maybe a mouse got it. I'm so sorry. I will send you another one. Oh, it's on its beard. I do eat a lot of them. Sometimes I get distracted and eat more. This ladybug is just exploring this dog. I should probably write down that I owe you a candy bar so I don't forget. It's lucky to see one in the winter. Yes. Eat a lot of ladybugs. Should I eat it? Is that how I get good luck? I'm at that point in my life. I will eat it. My boobs are eating my tattoo. I know. It's because I'm gaining weight, so everything's getting bigger. Rusty Patina. Milk. Right? It is. It's absorbing it instead of being like this. It's just squeezing it in there. Nope. Just fat, Molly. Thanks. Thanks for bringing that up. Cool. I love that you tried to put BBC and you put BC. Everyone see what Bree's saying over here? Bree's being dirty. Hey-o. Well, my boobs look good. Thank you. I purposely put on a... Wow, bro. I put on... If you look at my hot mess picture, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's wonderful. I'm actually still just wearing the same sweats from yesterday and slippers, but I tried to look professional from the top up. And also, you stumbled in here by accident. Do you love me now? Do you live here now? Look at when I need to adjust the angle and the lighting because everything in here just makes me not happy. Do I look pale? I feel like I look pale. Do I look like I'm going to tell you a ghost story now? Karen wanted 500 candy bars, Nat. So when Karen Jones gets here, please announce yourself. Please come to the front of the class. Today's supposed to be a professional day, And here we are flirting with each other and talking about my boobs. What did I say about today? Sorry, I yelled. My bad. It's okay. I needed it. All right. My skin makes you cry. That's aggressive. Why does my skin make you cry? I'm sorry. Molly and Bree started. Don't yell at all of us. Listen, Sassy. See yourself out. Just kidding. I love Sassy. That's why I say this stuff. Oh, it's on its butt now. Am I supposed to? You do not. You love me. Less talking, more selling. Invite. Yeah, I blocked her. I blocked that lady. F that lady. Good morning, small town. I jumped off. Sugar Variety Show. That's from Creep. Your face or your skin makes me angry. The Creep. Yeah, 'cause she doesn't know where I go. That creep? No, you're not talking about TLC. You're talking about, there's multiple creeps. There's like 3 creeps. Hello, good morning. First time seeing your show. Heard about you and someone not a word. Congrats. Thanks, Bree Hart. Thanks for being here. You did hear about that. I won some awards. I love you. Thank you for finding me. I appreciate you. Today is supposed to be a business day. Look at Upcycle by Bree being a freaking redeemed. Exactly. Amazing. The ADHD IG video you and Sarah was hilarious. Thank you. We're going to make some more. If you're not already following mine and Sarah's TikTok, go follow Crumb Shot. Go follow. Okay, let's start off with this. Miracles do happen every day. Good morning, Nat. Are you in the closet? Please go follow me. She messed up, gets modded. She was modded prior to having the clap. Everyone, please go follow me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, if you don't mind swearing. My TikTok is not professional. If you have a TikTok, follow the Hodgepodge Place on TikTok, but also follow Crumb Podgery. That is a new TikTok that we're trying to build. That's Molly. Molly said it. That is a new TikTok that we are trying to build. We are going to be posting more content like I post on YouTube over there. So if you go to my YouTube, Whatnot is supposed to be professional, but today we're saying all the things today. It's fine. Why is my phone not working? What the hell is happening here, folks? Oh my gosh, what is happening? Thank you all for being here. I love you. I would love to talk to you today. If you are new, please announce yourself. Come to the front of the class. The ghost has my phone. Good morning. If you're new here, my name's Christine. I have a full house full of stuff. Antiques, collectibles, jewelry, glassware, clothing, a little bit of everything. Today, I would like to teach you about shipping. This is the one and only time I will answer your shipping questions, so ask me right now. Good morning, Chrissy. Also, if you want me to follow you, text me right now or message me right now. I'll follow you. Not new, but learning new. I love that. Vermont, let's learn. Let's learn together. Okay, I can't follow you because my phone is not working. I'm gonna have a panic attack. Let's back out, go back in. Psych. Just kidding. Okay. I'm back. You're new to me. Bree, I love that. So how long have you been on the app? Tell me about yourself. Your name's Brianna. There's so many Brees. I'm gonna have to call you Anna. Can I call you Anna? What a pretty name. I like the name Bree a lot, but I am already in love with this Bree, so I need you to be named something else or I'll get confused. I'm just kidding. I'll call you your real name. Let's see. The learning and inspired by everyone in this room. Isn't everyone in this room amazing? I love you. Okay. Newish to learning. All right. Let's learn together. You can call me Heart. Oh, okay. Hi, Heart. Moonrise, you're not new. You fibber. You're so funny. Good morning, everyone. New plan to do my first show this week. Okay, Lisa, what are you gonna sell? Lisa sells. Lisa sells what? Love your picture. Lisa, what do you sell? Good morning, Tina. How are you? Tina, what are you doing? Tina, what are you doing here? Oh, why that was so aggressive. You're new. Liar. All these lies. Everyone in the chat that's making jokes, you should also follow them because they're awesome. Cards and junk journals. Ooh, I wish I had the patience to junk journal. I would think I would like to junk journal. I just want to make it to round 2. Oh, okay, let's go. I don't know, I'm pretty feisty today. I don't know if anyone would make it to round 2 with me right now. Maybe. Thank you, girls. I was panicking. 6-figure seller. Hey-o, let's go. You want to be a 6-figure seller? Let's go. I can get you there. I can't get you there, but I can help you if you need it. Just today, though, for the next 2 hours. Oh, I hope you win then, Vermont. Shipping feels worse than it is at first. Oh, yeah. So shipping's not that bad. I'm going to start by saying shipping is not that bad. I would like to be on record a million times saying shipping is not hard. You make it harder than it has to be. Items in a bin, in show, scheduled out next week. Items already sold. Do I ship now? You can ship now, or you can wait. I'm pretty sure it's not hard. You can ship it as soon as it sells, but I'm pretty sure you aren't responsible to ship it until the actual show. Actually, I'm not positive on that. You might have to ship it now, because usually if you put things on a show that you don't want to sell yet, you have to put reserve for show when you list them. Darla, you won that giveaway. It is not as scary as everyone makes it seem. I think that people like to fight you. Once you figure it out, it's not hard. You're an artist and a crafter. As a reason, I'm doing watercolor. Ooh, see, I love all of you talented people. I wish I was talented. I have no artistic ability. I can just sell art. That is my talent, is just speaking, I think. Bin sales are the same timeline as show sales. Is that correct? You know what we could do? We could test something. I could put something in my bin for a show next week. I do have very much artistic appreciation. Everybody that my family has a lot of artists. My mother is an artist. My uncles are artists. My daughter. I have zero. I so much. Every musical ability, every artistic, everything that they do, I'm like, oh, that's so, my brain doesn't work like that. I have a mathematical brain, and art doesn't make sense to it, but I can appreciate it because I don't understand it. I want to start incorporating crochet, but worried since I started in vintage decor. You can do anything. So now, I like that question. Let's talk about how I think that is, sometimes people ask me about how you should, like, how to gain followers and how to branch out. I think doing shows in different categories is exactly how you do that. So I started in vintage decor, but later today I'm doing a jewelry show. I will list it in the jewelry category. I will try to get jewelry people. I do vinyl shows. If I'm going to do a show that's all sports cards, I will do a sports card show. I will list it in different categories. Yes, I think it's a good way to branch out and find new people. You may not get you'll still get a few of your regular people, but you'll also meet new people. How come my cards in my marketplace ship ground and they show the ship first class? I'm pretty sure. Thank you. That's a great question, Molly. I'm pretty sure. Oh, thank you for your tip. I love you. I very much appreciate tips during these shows because these are non-selling shows. So every penny counts because I should be doing work, but this is work. So I love you. Thank you, Tina. Molly, great question. I'm pretty sure, I believe it is because you cannot list things in your marketplace. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you so much for your tips. I love you. Lucy, what are you doing here? Look at all those dollars flying. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Nicole Waldron. Oh my God. I'm getting all flustered. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for valuing my time and knowledge and attention. And okay. So I'm pretty sure it's because you can't list things in the PW in your marketplace. You can only list it in a show. Okay, let's go back. I am blushing. Since you guys are celebrating me, I love you so much. You don't have to say El Curcio. I know, but I kind of like El Curcio because I always messed it up and you were like a special person. But it's okay. You're super special as Lucy. You're just like regular special as El Curcio. So next week, I have something to tell you. Next week, I am being interviewed by Whatnot Sellers. And so everyone needs to go bookmark that show. And you know how I get super nervous when other people talk to me. I really love talking to you guys. I get real nervous when other people talk to me and other people come in my shows. And sometimes, because I watch those shows so I can learn, and sometimes there's a lot of trolls in there and people are just talking shit all the time. So I'm gonna need all of you to go and make sure that you watch it so that you can say nice things and drown out the trolls. Okay? Love you. Thank you so much. I'm very excited. You'll be there? I'm very excited about it. I They sent me all the things yesterday, so I'm going to start promoting it as of today. Squat up. Let's go. I just got here and sort of off topic, but do you go in with every order and update the I do. That's not off topic. That's actually specifically on topic. I love you for asking that question. I think that that's very important. And I go in after, so Ho and I have had this conversation because we know that a lot of sellers go in and they just bulk print and they print everything that they have. It is time consuming, but I ship hundreds of orders a day and I do them individually. I print every order individually every single time. I go and I look and I'll see, okay, Rosario yesterday bought 3 things, and I'll walk over and I'll grab her 3 things. I'll pack them in a box, I'll weigh it, and then I'll type in the dimensions, print the label, and go. It takes a couple extra seconds, but I do like to do that because I like to make sure that everything is correct. So thank you for asking that question. I will be selling heavy vintage glassware if you're not setting correct shipping prices. Okay, so my label printer is a Polino. I'm going to come back to your Pyrex shipping question. My label printer is a Polino. If you go to my YouTube, good morning, Dangerous Flipper, Making Moves 2026. If you go to my YouTube and you go to the video that says items resellers need and items resellers need too, there are links to everything that I use in there, including my shrink wrap, which is 2 for $20 right now, which is super cheap, including my shrink wrap, my bubble wrap machine, my Polino printer, my labels, the stickers that I use, everything that I use is in there. You're welcome. 2 sissies. Thank you for being here. Okay, back to the shipping large items section question. When I ship, thank you so much for your tip. I love you. I love you. It's been rough. I love you. Thank you. Thermal printer is a huge time saver. It's 100% the first thing I would buy if I was starting as a reseller right now. That is the one thing I would buy right away. Also, if there's things that you want me to make videos about, let me know while we're talking and I will write them down because I need to make some more YouTube videos and I will try to do that upcoming. Shipping. When I ship big things like Pyrex, I sell them as ship alone. So I have a video, which printer for laptop? Same. I have mine right here. I have my laptop. I have a HP laptop and it's hooked up to my Polino printer. I don't have Bluetooth. Oh shit. I don't have Bluetooth. I just have it hooked up directly with the cord. But it hooks right up to my laptop. You can do it with the Polino. You can do Wi-Fi, but I prefer to just have it like this. It's easier. I print them off my laptop. I can, if I'm in my office, I print them off my phone because it's connected to my Wi-Fi, but here I print it off my computer. How do you add givvies to your shows? Okay. Thank you. Hold on. How to add givvies. How to add givvies. I'm going to go back to the Pyrex question because that was asked. Let me start a givvy while I answer that question. I ship things as a standalone. So if I am going to ship this, because this is going to be the equivalent of a 12 by 12 by 12, and it'll be about 5 pounds, I will sell it as a ship alone. So the way that I do that, I have a video on how to set that up, but I set it up as so that it doesn't bundle with anything else. So they will pay $9.21 shipping for just one item. So when I'm selling large Pyrex, if I'm selling a large Pyrex bowl, you can fit in a box usually for under 5 pounds. It's a little bit bigger box, but it's equivalent of a 12 by 12 by 12. I ship it as a ship alone. They pay $9.21 per bowl. And the shipping does not combine with anything else. I have videos on how to make that. The reason I direct you over here, I don't make any money on YouTube. The reason I direct you to my YouTube is just because here, obviously, I'm trying to answer questions. I got a million things going on. I'm a little spacey. Over there, I take my time. I do a voiceover. I show it to you on the computer so you can pause, go back. You can refer back to it as you're doing it. You can look it up. So that's why I tried to have you go over there to watch the YouTube videos. Know when you're live that you are shipping it alone. I like that. Yes. I do also think that that's, you should announce that. So I'll say, this is a large item. So it's going to be a ship alone. This is going to be $9.21 just to ship this. Everything else will be after. Okay. How to add givvies. I have a YouTube video on how to do that too. Didn't know you could do standalone. I ate $30. Yes. So I think that is a huge thing. That is the only custom shipping profile that I have. I have people make custom shipping profiles. Do you have shipping and pack jewelry on you? I do. I have one video, Travel in My Closet, on shipping and packing jewelry. A lot of people, yes, you would have to unbundle. I do not have shipping profile. People make this very confusing by creating a million different shipping profiles. I have one shipping profile. Everything else I sell by weight. And that's my other thing. If you sell it correctly, it will ship correctly. I'm going to tell you right now, and I know a lot of people like to watch these people, but the people that advise you to sell everything at the same weight and then just figure it out after are lying. That why would you, or they're doing it because they've been doing it for so long, they know how to cheat the system or use the system or do whatever, or they're eating that amount. Like, ask those people how much they eat in shipping every show, because that's built into what they do. So if they're saying sell everything at a medium price, and it doesn't matter if it weighs 10 pounds or 1 ounce, sell it at 11 to 15 ounces and then figure it out on the back end. 1, takes more time. 2, costs you money. 3, is the wrong thing to do. I don't know. It's the wrong thing to do. Why are you doing the wrong? Like, that's purposely doing what they tell you not to do, right? It takes hours to change it. And so let's talk about everyone that says you have to do discounted shipping. These are people. There's 2 types of people. There are people who, we'll talk about the bad people first, people who are lying, cheating, sending you things without changing the thing and hoping it doesn't get caught and not eating the cost or whatever. And then there are people, good people like Brie, who takes about 20 to 30% of her sales that she puts aside to pay for shipping. So there's people that do it because they know that they've done it enough times, they know how much they can fit in a box, and then they are prepared to eat the shipping if it costs more than that. It takes a lot of time, effort, and money to do that. When I'm teaching these classes, this is to new people. I don't want to advise you to do things that people have been doing for years because they understand how the system works. Once you understand how the system works, then you do it. Then you figure it out. Toasty Gold is another one. He pays about 20% every single show. So we'll say he sells $100. He's paying 20 of that $100 every single show for shipping. So if Brie makes $100, she is paying $20 every show for shipping. And I'm just saying on average, but that's because that is built into their business plan. They know what they're doing. They know how to do that. So until you learn how to do all of that, don't do it. Just do it the right way. Do it not the right way. Do it the way that Whatnot tells you to, until you learn how much money, good morning, Bunny, how much money it's going to cost you, or until you learn how to do it. Like, how many, like, people are like, do you weigh every single items? Yeah, but I can eyeball things. We've been doing this long enough that we understand how things work. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this weighs 3 ounces. It's going to need bubble and paper. I'm going to do it at 7 ounces. Okay, this weighs, where'd my ladybug go? This weighs 12 ounces, but it's going to need bubble and paper. It's going to be over a pound. So I'm going to sell it at a pound. Like, and then I'll fix it on the back end. If you sell it correctly, it will ship correctly. But the reason that we end up with so many issues is because people manipulate things and try to do it the wrong way. But if I come into your show and I'm not going to stay all day, and you are selling me something that is clearly 1 ounce for 15 ounces, I'm not going to buy it, because why am I going to overpay on shipping on this, just hoping that you sell something else I want so that the price averages out after? I don't want to do that. So ship it to me correctly. Sell it to me correctly. Sell me this at 1 ounce. Sell me this at 1 pound. Sell me this at 7 ounces, and I will pay the correct shipping. And I would like to point out, I purposely, they do screw the rest of us sellers, Rustic, 100%. The people that tell you to do the wrong thing are screwing the system. And it is not the people who tell you openly what they're doing and how to do it the correct way. It's the people that are just saying, it doesn't matter. And then I buy things. I bought something from a seller the other day because I wanted to test my theory. I know of scammers. There's a million scammers on this app. But the other day I found someone and I was like, I wonder if they're doing this correctly or if they're lying. I asked in the chat because I was drinking, so I was feeling bold. I asked in the chat if they were doing it the right way, and they said yes. And I said, okay, cool. I'm going to buy from you then. And I bought something, and I 100% got a box that was it was a medium size Lowe's box or whatever. It was a 24 by 16 by 12. The label said that it weighed like 4 pounds, 3 ounces. The thing weighed 20 pounds and the box size was not changed. It was a huge box. So did it get through the post offices? Yes. Should it have? No. Should I have gotten a letter from my post office saying that I owed $73 in shipping? Yes, I should have. Exactly. They're lucky I didn't get a bill because that's what I was full on waiting. Now, does that happen? Yes. But is that eventually going to screw all of us? Yes. Is abusing postal supplies going to screw us eventually? Yes. They're going to take them away so we can't do it anymore. Is us doing all of this eventually going to bite everyone in the ass? Yes, because they're doing the wrong thing. And that's going to hurt all of us. You're a grown up. You can do whatever you want. When I give this advice, I give this advice hoping that you choose to do the right thing. Now, are you going to make mistakes? For sure. Do I make mistakes? Every day. Are you going, but there's a difference between a mistake and doing something maliciously. And unfortunately, a lot of people do things maliciously because they're lazy and they're cheap and they're bad people. If I get a box that is correct weight packages like garbage, I won't buy from that. Right, correct. That's generally what it is. I'll just never buy from that person again. That's the way I do it. If I weigh it and it's close to the next weight category, I bump. That's generally what I do too. We spend 25% because we sell heavy, large. Exactly. So right there. So Dwayne Slipper is another good example, just like Upcycled by Bree. They build that into their sale price. They build in the price that they're going to pay for shipping for you guys because they want to offer you a good value. So those are people that you should follow and you should buy from again because they're doing the correct thing and also offering you value. They're not shipping you 20-pound boxes and saying it only weighs 4 pounds and hope it gets to you. They're paying another $12 out of their own pocket on every box so that you can get a good deal and that they can ship the things correctly. I see sellers wasting post office wrap envelopes. I'll buy from them again. Exactly. That's a federal offense, and I've said it. I can say it until I'm blue in the face. I have 17 packages out in my thing right now that I have to open, and I can guarantee you at least half of them have misused supplies. I can go grab one right now and open it, and I guarantee that there is bubble mailers in that box. I would be embarrassed as well. I have denied one box one time. I got a bill in the mail or a bill from my postman and it was for $58 for a box because they didn't charge me the correct shipping and I denied the box and sent it back because I didn't want the stuff that bad. Changing the dimensions on the back end. Someone asked for help changing the dimensions on the back. Okay, you want me to show you how to do that? Let me pick a order and then I will show you. I need to get rid of the personal data of this person. Okay. So when you click on the order, you can go right there to edit shipment details. I'm going to lift you up right now just in case it re-shows the person's name. And then it's going to pull up a screen like this. And then you can edit the length, the width, the height. You can edit the length, width, height, and the weight. So if I already charged 38 ounces, I can adjust this up to 80 ounces for free. So I can go all the way up to 79 ounces because that's 5 pounds and it will cost me nothing. It will cost me nothing to adjust that. Same thing when you do the length width, it has to be the equivalent of a 12 by 12 by 12. So it could be a 4 by 20 by 7 box, 4 by 20 by 7, and it's still not going to cost you anything because it has to be the equivalent of a 12 by 12 by 12. 1,728. So you do not need to. So you can go back and adjust the weight and adjust the size of the box and everything that you need after you've already made the sale before you ship the box. And I'm not saying that if you you're going to get 1 million boxes from me that the large priority boxes are 12 by 12 by 10. I'm not adjusting it to a 12 by 12 by 10 every time. I'm shipping it as a 12 by 12 by 12. I don't care. That's the same. It's the same. Like it doesn't change the weight, the price. But if I'm shipping a box that I charged you for a 12 by 12 by 12, but I'm actually shipping a 24 by 24 by 24, I'm going to change that because that's going to cost me. Have an amazing day, Tina. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, what I wanted to show you is the thing that I show you all the time. When I say, if you sell it correctly, people will still buy it. Everyone wants to preach that if you buy things, if you charge too much for shipping, and by too much, I mean like the correct amount for shipping, that people won't buy things. And so my favorite thing to do is go on to a very popular website and show you how much it is to ship one individual thing. So if I'm doing a show and I'm selling you 10 things, and you can get 10 things for $9.21, and then after $9.21 you pay $1.17, $2.14, because I incrementally charge shipping after that, you're still getting a large bundle of items for less than it would be. If I'm selling you a large printer tray and the shipping is $11.24, because that's what the dimensions and the thing is, that, and people bitch, you can bitch, but I would like to remind you, or as a seller, I would like to point out, if you go onto eBay right now and you look up anything that you are selling and look up how much they want to charge you to ship one item, 9 times out of 10 is more expensive than you're going to pay here on Whatnot. So this L.E. Smith swung vase, it's 18 inches. I'm going to tell you right now, 18.5-inch swung vase, I can fit in a 20 by 6 box. I can ship it to you for $9.21. They want to charge me $54. But someone will pay that because that's what we're conditioned to do. The next one is 24 inches. They want to ship it for $20. The next one is 22-inch swung vase. That one might be a little bigger here, but I could probably fit it in a 24 by, I'm going to say 24 by 6 by 6, which is still $9.21. They want to charge me $15.50. Next one is doesn't give me the size of it, but it looks small, and they want to charge me $12. Next one is a 12-inch 3-toed. I can ship that for $9.21. This one is $13 to ship it to me. These two 12-inch ones that I can ship here for $9.21 want to charge me $16.58. So look, this one has 17 bids right now. It's a 15-inch swung vase. Thank you for your purchases. I appreciate you. This is a 15-inch swung vase, which here I could ship for $9.21. It has 17 bids right now. It's up to $114, and the shipping on that is $17.90. So, am I saying that these people are incorrect? Not at all. I'm saying these people are correct. I'm saying that these people are charging the correct amount of shipping because they've entered it into eBay, and eBay is telling them how much it charges them from shipping. I'm pointing out that people think that here the only way to be successful is to lie and cheat on shipping. It's not. People will pay it. It's been proven for 40 years or however long eBay's been around. People will pay for shipping. I'm a wealth of knowledge. Thank you. I appreciate you. I do my best. Can you reuse postal envelopes if they are used? Okay, so you can, for sure, 100%. I will pay. If it's something that I want, I will pay every time. The thing that I worry about with reusing envelopes, I try to use envelopes here when I need things. I don't want people to think that I did it. I don't want people to think that it was me. Do I reuse them sometimes? Yes, because I reduce, reuse, recycle everything. But I usually just with people that I know will know that that it wasn't my fault that I was sent them. Why not by far has by far the cheapest shipping? It's fun figuring out weight live, but it's worth it for shipping later. Yes. So I sell things weight wise, and I have a good eye. I've been doing this long enough where I can eyeball things, but weighing your items and selling them correctly. If you do you keep the box size 12 by 12 by 12 if there's a way to change it in the invoice packing stage? Only if it's less than 12 by 12 by 12 or less. If it's bigger than that, I change it every single time. Thank you for your tip. I appreciate you valuing my time and knowledge. Thank you. Can you please explain how to stay within the 12 by 12, like 24? Yeah, it just has to be, so 12 plus 12 plus 12 is 36, right? So your dimensions have to add up to 36. That's the easiest way to say it. It's 1,728 square foot or whatever, but if your dimensions add up to less than 36, it is the equivalent of a 12 by 12 by 12. So it can be a 20 by 8 by 6. It can be a 14 by 10 by 10. It can be, it has to be the equivalent of a 12 by 12 by 12 or smaller to fit in there. I do not Frankenbox. You can Frankenbox. I have Frankenbox smaller boxes. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Don't be sick. Feel better. You cannot Frankenbox flat rate boxes. You cannot put together flat rate boxes. Also, I would like to show you this box Do you make boxes, or are you making like that? I reduce, reuse, recycle all boxes. Don't look. I'm business on the top, sweats on the bottom. Don't judge me. This is what Frankenbox means when you put like two boxes together. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this is illegal. So this, when you put two boxes like this together without cutting off 2 inches, this is 14 inches. So unless you change the box size to a 14 by 12 by 12, this is not right. You can't do this because this plus this is 14. So you have to cut off 2 inches. But I get sent boxes like this all the time. But I do not Frankenbox. I think it's a waste of my time. I do, however, reduce, reuse, recycle every other box that I'm ever given. You'll get things in a bread box. You'll get things, lots of things in Amazon boxes. I have 100 packages out front that I have to open. Candy bar box. I reuse a lot of candy bar boxes. I will go and open boxes of stuff just so that I can reuse the box if I need one. You can go to places like Dollar General, Lowe's, Ulta, Home Depot, and ask them for their boxes too. And Dollar General's real good with it. You go to Dollar General, you can usually get a bunch of Menards. Yeah, we don't have that around here, but you can definitely go any of those stores usually. Good morning, Akinama. Thank you for your purchase of the candy bars. All proceeds of the candy bars go to my son's girlfriend's dance troupe. If you click on my face right here, you can tip me from there or on here. Someone asked, I'm not just telling you to do it. I do everything by myself. I just asked my post office and they said I can do that as long as I change the dimensions. Correct. You can do it as long as you change the dimensions. What I'm saying is that they did not. They did not change it to a 12 by 12 by 14. You can do it as long as you change the dimensions and it's not a flat rate box. Like I do it, the only time that I usually do it is if I'm doing it with the small ones and I need it to be a little bit taller, or the long ones because I need it to be long. You just can't do it with flat rate, and you can't do it if it makes it bigger than is allowed. Do you have to mark out the barcodes? Yes. And you also are not supposed to just, Postmaster Tony, I don't know if he's here today, he was here yesterday. Thank you so much for your tip. I appreciate you. You are not supposed to just mark them off. You're supposed to cut them out, put stickers over something. Just crossing them off a little bit does not help. It still can get stuck in their scanners. Is shipping combined when people order several items out of your bin? It's supposed to be, yes. Natalie Gallo. Yes, it interferes with their scanners. Barcodes do. Also, you're not allowed to ship alcohol boxes and boxes that have, actually, I got something yesterday, and it was a reused box from Target, which is fine, but you're not supposed to ship boxes that have like this sticker on it. So this has coins in it. This did not have anything hazardous, but you are not supposed to reuse the hazardous box, like if it says this, without making it a hazmat box, because they don't know what you put in here. This could be lighter fluid. I don't know, but it's not. It's just coins. Also, I don't know when I bought that, but I have a box of coins. No clue. It just showed up. I do like to wrap things in gift paper. Sometimes if you're getting a box that's ugly, so like this box, I will 100% reuse this box. But if you get this box from me, I will wrap it in Christmas wrapping paper, and you'll get a pretty little Christmas box because it's ugly, and I don't like that I want to cover up all of the stickers and everything else, and I want you to get a pretty box, so you'll get it wrapped in Christmas wrapping paper. I do that a lot. Yes, take the stickers off before shipping. Yeah, you're not supposed to ship anything with those stickers unless you mark it hazmat, which you do not want to. It usually charges you more if you have to do that. Why don't you send the packages back to the person sending me these big flat rate boxes? Why don't they send them? Because sometimes things get through the mail. Shipping keeps tripping me up. Your storeroom is what's tripping you up about shipping? Because they don't catch it. So let's think about the postal workers. They catch it when they can, but especially like Christmas time and the last few months, they're so busy. They have a million seasonal workers that are really just trying to get through the day. They're doing everything they can just to survive. They don't have the time to worry about your box being a couple pounds bigger. Like they're trying to do the best thing. It does get caught. I just don't want to be embarrassed. Like I don't want to do something wrong and then to get caught and then have someone get mad and like freaking tell the world that I suck. But You're not supposed to, but I do. You're not supposed to use them, but because if the wrapping like comes off, then they can open it, but then they'll open it and see a bunch of vintage decor and be like, well, this girl really didn't have alcohol in here. When stuff shows, I do. Do you want to see my so do you make the size box you need like that? Yeah, if I have to. Or I just find one. So like if I needed I just have boxes everywhere. So like this box right here, I don't know what I bought that came in this, but this is probably a 26 by 6 by 6. So I would just use this box and look at all of the Christmas wrapping paper that you're going to get your boxes. Right now, if you look at my front room, this is not a good sign as to what I'm doing, but this is all that's going out today. Hold on. This is all that's going out today, and then this is all that came in. So I have to open boxes today, but let's see that I'm packing and I really need a small box. I'll come out here and I'll open and see what's in this package, and then yeah, this is all the stuff that I bought that's coming in. These are just bubble wrap, so that's fine. The rest, I'm not really sure. I blacked out. I don't know why I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes from one seller. That was an interesting show, apparently. I don't know. So we're going to figure it out. But I just reduce, reuse, recycle. I also put on Facebook, and I have people that I call my box fairies, and they just drop me off a bunch of boxes. But you can ask people. You can go. I try to keep it real, if nothing else. I'm honest with you, even if some people don't like it. I never say names, though, if I do talk about things that I think people are doing wrong, unless I think that they're doing things right. Did they have max time? They did not. I paid shipping on all those boxes. I guarantee it, because I paid a lot of shipping that day. The only thing that I do know, because I already opened 2 of the boxes, so apparently I got 10 boxes from them. The first 2 boxes that I opened, they used bubble mailers to wrap me things, so I won't be buying from them again. If the wrapping paper comes off the machine when the label does too, it can, yeah. But that can happen with anything. That can happen with regular tape on your thing. The label will come off too. Usually it doesn't come all the way off. It'll just like rip, and then they can see the box and they can go, oh wait, this is something that shouldn't be in here. Do you have a video on flash sales? No, but I can make one. Thank you for asking. Flash sales. When I ship quilts, afghans, or linens, I like to put them in poly bag inside the box to protect them. Any large poly bags that you recommend? Yes, I have in my, if you go to my YouTube, I'm the Hodgepodge Place on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, if you don't mind swearing. On my YouTube, under the show that says things resellers need, I have my bubble wrap machine, I have my shrink wrap, I have my Polo printer, I have my laptop, I have everything linked on there. I also have my poly mailers. I have 2 size poly mailers, but this is my favorite size poly mailer because you can get like 500 of them for $10, and it's huge. Look how big this is. It's like double the size of a regular poly mailer. And so if I'm selling, the reason I like this one is 2 things. One, I can usually fit boxes in here if the boxes kind of look crappy and I want to keep them pretty and I don't have to use wrapping paper. Or 2, if I'm shipping clothes, I put them in a smaller poly mailer, or I can put a lot of clothes in a big poly mailer, or like jeans or Afghans, quilts. Like this is really big and can fit big things. I really like those big poly mailers. Do you do reduced shipping? Sorry. I only do reduced shipping when I'm doing miniatures. So like yesterday I did reduced shipping on the large items that I sold. I sold 118 items and I paid $29 in shipping, and that was not as bad as I expected it to be. It was at least 10% of my sale. It was more than I want, less than I expect. But generally I only do reduced shipping when I do jewelry, ephemera, or miniatures, because I can fit a lot in a flat rate box. When can you use a non-flat rate priority box? Over 1 pound, below 5 pounds. You ship wrapped boxes. Does the wrapping paper get torn in shipping? I've never had anyone tell me it does, but I usually put a ton of tape over it too, to make sure that it's all the way down. Sister, I wanting to start, but not sure where to start and scared no one will show. No one will show. Okay, so I say this with all love. Yes, I almost always do buyer pays all shipping. My first show, I sold nothing. My second show, I sold nothing. My third show, I sold nothing. My fourth show, I sold $44. My fifth show, I sold nothing. I didn't sell over $200 to my 12th show. It's okay if no one shows. You have to have non-monetary shows as well. You have to start somewhere. Your favorite Instagrammer, your favorite TikToker, your favorite YouTuber, less than 1% of those people had overnight success. You have to start, and you have to start somewhere. And if you start with 0 people and you start with 0 shows, just get real, or 0 sales, get real comfortable talking to yourself. Today is a prime example of a show that is a non-monetary show. If I get a tip today or I sell anything on my buy it now, it's amazing, but you have to start somewhere, and you have to do things that, so like today, I may not sell anything, I may not make any money, but I'm going to make some new friends. I'm going to help some people. Like, you have to have non-monetary shows too. So when you start, just be prepared for that. If the fact that you're doing with your sister is amazing, because then at least you can talk to each other. You can bounce ideas off each other. You can laugh, you can giggle, you can talk, and people will like that. You'll gain followers, and eventually you will sell things. I just said a lot of words without breathing there. Thank you for purchasing a candy bar. I appreciate you. Also, if you purchase something, you can go back and watch the show. As long as I don't say anything I'm not supposed to or have any music, it should be reposted on YouTube. Sometimes I take my shows down because I do things I'm not supposed to. I still struggle with people in my shows, but I keep going, and I'm starting to upload more TikToks. That's amazing. Got to keep grinding. Yes. So here's my other thing. I say this with all the love. When people make this sound easy, they're lying. The people that get on here and say, you can make $1 million, just do what I do, and you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. They're lying. They're paid by Whatnot and or propaganda. They're lying. It's not easy. It's not that easy. It's hard. Can you do it? For sure, anyone can. But it takes consistency. It takes a lot of work. It's more than just having good items at a good price. You have to be able to talk to people. Live selling is hard. So do not like have this expectation that you can just log on and everything is going to be amazing. It's a lot of work and a lot of time. And I know that there are people that are praised on this app for telling people never give up and look at how amazing we are, and we've done this all by ourselves, and you can do it too. They're lying. They work for Whatnot. They're paid to say that. They're lying. And it's fine. But I don't want to give people a false hope that it's going to be that easy for you. I want it to be amazing for all of you. I want all of you to quit your jobs and just hang out with me all day and sell stuff and buy things, right? That's the dream. But that's not reality, or everyone would do it. And the people that get on other social medias and are like, how much personal information do you or don't you give when you go live? I tell the world way too much. The people that get on other places and are like, I did 4 shows and only sold $100. I'm never doing this. Then you're not cut out for it. And I'm sorry. That's fair. I want to quit yesterday. I want to quit every day. I 100% wanted to quit after Monday. My show Monday sucked and I'm struggling, and I've been doing this for 3 years. It's fine. But you just can't, if it was easy, everyone would do it. Just like with anything else, if it was easy, everyone would do it. Why wouldn't we? If I could flip a switch and make $1 million, everyone would do it. So those people take everything. I'm not saying every person that does that they're not bad people, all bad people, and they may have good advice and good intentions. I like to be more realistic with people. That makes me relatable. Thank you. I like to be more honest and more realistic and more open. And I also don't want you to get discouraged. And I feel like if I just had someone every day going, you can do it. Why can't you do it? If I can do it, you can do it. This is so easy. And then I can't do it. You know what a pile of crap I would feel like? Like if someone was telling me how easy it was to do, and then I was not being instantly successful, I would feel like crap about myself. Don't feel like crap about yourself. It's fine. It takes time. It's hard. It's not easy. And not everybody makes it. And I'm sorry. But that doesn't mean, and you know what I also always say? This app is not for everyone, but it's for everyone. I say that because even if I want you all to, if you want to be a seller, I want you to try. And I hope that you're successful. But if it doesn't work, thank you for your purchase. That's okay too. You can still be here. Be a part of this community. Also, if you're trying to resell on here, generally it's because you resell other places. This is an amazing place to, Liz, this is an amazing place to source. So if it doesn't, you can still be part of the community. You can still make friends here. You can still source from here. Just because I am not a good seller on stagnant platforms because I don't take good pictures. My ADHD makes it so I can post like one thing an hour, if that. But I do well here because I can go fast and I can talk and it's fun for me. It takes more than having the good stuff at a good price. How do you edit size and weight on combined orders before printing labels? I showed it earlier in the show, so it'll be on my YouTube. I also have YouTubes that will show you how to do that. I always get sketchy with showing you live because I don't want to show anyone's personal information. Thank you for your tip. I appreciate you. 1 year and yesterday, one sale, brushed myself off and back at it tomorrow. I love that. I'm just starting out. Look at the fact that I've sold 56 items. I have sold 0. It's fun. Can't forget that. Exactly. That's the other thing. Thank you so much for your tip, Tickles. I appreciate you. Thank you for valuing my time and attention. I think I'm going to start doing this instead of hearts because I'm not good at hearts. So I'm just going to go like this. So this means that I love you. Circle. So it takes, celebrate those things. So I still celebrate every single time. Every single time that I hit a milestone, I celebrate it. Yeah, circles in the chat. Every single time I celebrate any kind of milestone, I post it. Yesterday I hit 55K. I posted on my Instagram. I think that it's important to celebrate everything and remember, I love you. I hold you. You're my whole heart. I think that it's important to celebrate. So when you look at that and you look at the number of items, like set yourself goals, set yourself non-monetary goals. Hello, thank you for the raid. Thank you so much for your tip. I appreciate you. Thank you for bringing your friends over here. How was your show? I think you should celebrate everything. Thank you so much. I think that you should, so look at it and be like, I sold 56 items, 56 things got out of my house, 56 things. You are why I keep selling. That's so sweet. I appreciate you. Okay. Yes, I would love to explain mods. You do not need a mod. I need a mod. No, you do not need a mod to have a show. Okay. So I have seen people have full on meltdowns and like on like social media and been like, oh, I need a mod. What am I going to do? Someone help me. And then I've gone into their show and I'm like, how can I help you? And there's 3 people in there and no one's talking and they're not selling anything. And I was like, why did you need a mod? Are you okay? Like, how can I help you? Like, I feel like people like get this in their head that they need one to sell. They don't. Here is the benefits of having mods and the reason that I need them. 1, I'm a space cadet. 2, I have 200 people in here and I can't keep track of everybody. 3, everyone go follow Cherry Bomb Vintage. She's amazing. Follow all of my mods today. They're wonderful. Mods can help with a bunch of things. I don't pay her. You see how much she works for free for me every day of her life? I don't pay her. So there's no monetary benefit to being a mod. It's just people who want to help you for free for whatever reason, because she's my friend. But I'm pretty cool. Exactly. Bree, I'm a terrible mod, but I'm pretty cool. People mod me in their shows, but I, don't do anything. So I just like to be modded so I can see the red chat. But benefits of a mod, couple things. 1, I let the cat in today and I have cat hair up my nose and it's stressing me out. 1, mods have the power to, 1, they can see your red chat. 2, they can kick people out of your shows. So one of the large benefits of having moderators, especially if you have a bigger show, is when you have people in here that say inappropriate things or they're bugging the chat, they're spamming the chat, they're doing something. I'm good at that part. They can remove them from the show for me. So I do not need to take time out of what I'm doing. Thank you so much for your tip. I love you. I do not need to take tension away from what I'm doing to remove someone or to address a concern or something like that. 2, if you look in the things, they can make it so the chat stays there so they can pin something. So right now it says book upcoming shows. Throughout the show, you will see she'll put different things in there. She'll say shop the bin. She'll say if someone raids, she'll pin the raider. If someone buys a gift to chat, she will pin that. She also tracks the gift to chat. So they have some functions that are very helpful. All you have to do to make someone a moderator is click on their little face and it'll say, my phone is not working today. There we go. Nope. My phone is not working. And it'll give all the things and you can say allow to moderate. In here also, you can invite to co-host, you can remove from show, you can block, but all you have to do is hit that and allow to moderate. Be careful who you allow to moderate. They have a lot of power. Generally, I suggest just picking your friends or someone that is helpful. You also do not need to be a moderator to be helpful in the chat. I'm good at blocking too. People want their stuff cheap. I don't know why. I just think that that's the way of the world. Everyone wants. Yes. No, the moderator cannot pin items. You are on my iPad. I have my iPad because it's bigger so that it's easier for me to see the chat and I can catch the chat better. And then I run things off my phone. A moderator does not have power to get into my thing and pin things. You sell things cheap, but they don't want to buy it. Well, I mean, you got to get the right people in the right time. I can sell. It's amazing to me that like today I could try to run this and it won't sell for $1, but tomorrow it could sell for 20. It's like with any auction, right people, right time. Don't give up. Yesterday I was watching His and Her Shop Chicago and they had Fenton and they were selling like their couple $100 pieces of Fenton they were starting at $1. You can make someone on your team. Yes, you can add people onto your team like associates, and then they can have access to like pin your items or run your items if you need help. I figured out that I can't do the hand heart, so I'm just going to do circles. So this is me telling you I love you. All right, I'm going to do this. How do you suggest handling inaccurate feedback? I don't. I suggest my feedback for anything is sell more. Sales cure all as well. So a little bit backstory on me. I was a store manager for Lowe's for 15 years. And that is basically all that we ever said. Sales cure all. You need more staffing, sell more. You need better reviews, sell more. You need more products, sell more. Sales cure all. There's nothing you can do with an incorrect. You cannot have it removed. Whatnot will not remove feedback. They will tell you that it's same thing with eBay or other things. They will not remove it. So the best thing that you can do is sell more so it drowns it out. I also do not think that you should ever respond. And I say this knowing that people do. I do not have the couth to respond to a negative review. I think that there are very few people in the world as a whole, that can correctly and appropriately respond to negative feedback. So my advice to you would be to not respond to any reviews ever. And I am going to tell you that it is a much bigger reflection generally on the person who wrote the review rather than the person who received the review. And does it suck? Yes. Have I gone through my reviews almost every day? Because sometimes I like to cry. But generally, if I'm reading them and someone is like, oh, it took me 3 weeks to get my giveaway, this is bullshit, and then give me a 1. So you got it. And then it just took a long time, which has nothing to do with me. And it was free and you're upset. So I would, if I was reading your reviews and I read something like that, I would go, oh, that person's crazy. I wouldn't think you were a bad seller. You can say, please message me to resolve this. I wouldn't waste my time. And if you're a reseller, I would just rethink I don't think it's worth my time or attention for someone because there's nothing I can do unless you're part of the test where you handle all of your own returns and stuff. There's nothing you can do to resolve it except for say you're sorry. So if someone messages me and says something's broken, it's missing, my response is, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Please open a case with Whatnot. I can't do anything. Anything else I do outside of that would be against terms and conditions, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to get fired from my fake Whatnot job. Don't fire me. I'm doing my best. But I just think that's because I got the thing after the seller that was bad. That would fix it. They didn't. They ignored me. Yeah. So, I mean, do I think that there's a time and a place for bad reviews? For sure. Have I ever left one? No, because I don't think it's worth my time. I just will never shop with that person again. But let's say I shipped you this piece of glass and I bubble wrapped it and I put it in a box and it was beautiful, and then it arrived and it was broken. And you left me a bad review because the box got ran over in shipping. And I would be like, well, that had nothing to do with me, but that's your prerogative. But let's say I shipped you it like this in a poly mailer and it came in 1,000,000 pieces. That may warrant a bad review. Like, hey, I bought a piece of glass and she shipped it to me in a poly mailer with no bubble wrap and it broke in 1,000,000 pieces. That may get a bad review. I think there's a difference. I just don't think, I think you should just think about it prior to leaving bad reviews. If it was the seller's fault or someone else's, right? So like if I should, the reviews that I think, good morning, Atomic Red, almost happy birthday. The reviews that I think are hilarious and irritate the crap out of me that I've gotten more times than I can count is I got this box and the box was damaged. It looks like it was ran over by the postman. It's ripped open. Good thing the product in it was wrapped good because the product got here safe. One. Do you think you're leaving that review for the post office? Do you think that you are leaving that review for someone who did all of that? Or are you giving me a 1 because your product got to you safe, but the box was there? Did you need the box? Do you want me to mail you another box? I was like, hi. But I was like, what? Who? Why? Huh? But have I gotten dozens of those reviews? Yes. Good thing that the product was wrapped good or I would have gotten it because the box looked like it got stepped on 85 times. Do you think I stepped on it before I shipped it to you? Do you think I did a little dance on it and then was like, hope this gets there? No. Don't be silly. So anyway, thanks for that little tangent. If my response to you is don't respond to your reviews, sell more. My son is a ski instructor and he got feedback this week that gyros are gold. I love that. Shipping smashing. That gets a 5-star. Exactly. I got a box wrapped in plastic bag that was wet and falling apart. However, it wasn't the seller's fault. Yeah, so sometimes that happens. Yeah, stomping costs extra. You do a closed fist heart shape. Yeah, we're doing circle hearts. You said you can't do heart hands, and that's a big no-no or rules on what? Oh no, I just am not. My heart hands always look like I'm the Grinch or like I'm trying to squish a rectangle. I don't know. So I'm just doing circles from now on or triangles. But this means I love you. Also, I think it's a tick. My son's girlfriend is the cutest thing ever in the entire world, but she's just, every time someone says something to her, Illuminati triangles. Every time, like, we were at the restaurant and someone gave her something and she does thank you. And I'm like, why do you bow to them? What are you doing? Every time she goes, thank you. And I'm like, Maddie. So I think it's like a tick, but it makes me laugh every time she bows to people. All packages are smashed. Well, so anytime, like my post out, you do that too? That's so funny. Anytime my postman picks up, also I saw my postman at the bar last night, was picking up dinner. What's up? What's up, Alan? I see him everywhere now. I saw him at the casino last week. So every time that he'll accidentally drop something or I'll bring something to the post office and they're putting it, because my postmen don't chuck boxes and they don't throw things. They're very careful. I appreciate them. But anytime it happens and then they apologize, I'm like, that's okay. I package it to be thrown because I know at some point it's getting thrown. It's getting kicked. It's getting knocked off a pile. Like I package it so that you can throw it. Do I want you to? No. But am I trying to make sure it can survive a throw? Of course. I package it here so it can survive a throw. Everything I do, I make sure that it can hopefully survive to get it to you. That's the other thing. If at any point in your life, as you've received something, you think that I ship it to you hoping it gets broken, there are very few people who set out to do a bad job, right? There are people that don't care, 100%. But most people are not trying to do a bad job. So if something arrives broken, we're usually, especially in vintage decor, we're usually just as heartbroken as you because that piece, I'm always amazed. This piece right here is 50 years old and I broke it in 5 minutes. I hate that. If I'm shipping you something, especially because I'm shipping you things that your grandmother had, I'm shipping you things that have been around 100 years. I'm shipping you something that you can't just go buy at a store that you really wanted. I want to get it to you safely. If it breaks, I'm upset. I think that the majority of people you buy from should also feel the same way. I'm going to break this more, by the way. I was going to try to fix it. This is a Department 56 Rocking Horse music box. Ouch. Isn't this really pretty? I broke the arm off and I was really upset. And then I'm like, oh, I can re-glue the arm back on. And then I was like, you know what? I don't really even like it though. And I'm not going to sell it for $1 because it's heavy and it'll be a pain in the butt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this arm because I think it's cool. And I'm going to put it on my miniature shelf. And I think I'm going to break the horse's head off. And I'm going to keep the horse head too. F the kids, apparently. I think I'm going to keep the horse head and the arm. And make something out of it. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I've been staring at it for 2 days since I broke it because I'm really upset about it. Your daughter is a mail carrier, and if you throw boxes, more than likely it's going to be on camera. That's true. However, people don't care. I posted a video on Facebook the other day. Now, do I think people don't care? No. Do I also think that it's hard to hire employees right now and you're working with what you get? Yes. Do I also think that there's a lot of temporary employees who couldn't give a shit? Also, yes. Do I think that sometimes people just have bad days and throw everything? Yes. Do I think that even though it's on camera, that people are going to do it? No. I have seen the craziest shit on camera. I've seen people have sex on camera. I've seen people steal. I've seen people spit. I've seen people do everything imaginable. One of my favorite pastimes at Lowe's is sitting in the camera room and watching people all day. I saw someone shit on the floor on camera, knowing damn well there's 500 cameras watching them, and they just walked and did a little shimmy and poop came out their pants. People don't care. So here's the video I posted the other day of the New Hartford UPS drivers. That was at Christmas time. Merry Christmas. Full on chucking packages. Gotta do what you gotta do is what she said. Gotta do what you gotta do. Merry Christmas. So do I think it stops people? Absolutely not. Some people care. Not all of them though. So package your items as if that's going to happen to it every time. Because chances are it's going to. People do suck. And also, you are in the middle, like here, if you don't have a Ring camera, I see people post on the freaking local sites all the time. Can't wait to see what happens with this package. And it's a video of their Ring camera and their Amazon driver throwing their package or whatever. If you don't have a Ring camera, you're not going to see how many times things get thrown or dropped or whatever else. I think Fragile stickers are a huge target too. I think if you put Fragile on it, you're just asking them to be, you're goading them. You're like, try it. I don't trust my local mail. I got one town over just because, and that's people do that too. I know a lot of people. I love my post office. I'm very lucky to have them and all of the things that they do for me here. I do know that where I have my return address, those people don't like me as much, and those people will not do for me what these people will do. So I totally get going one town over if you think that they do a better job. When they see the Fragile sticker, they think exactly, challenge accepted. Did you also know? No, we're not going to go into that. We're not going to go into that. Any other shipping questions? That's what we're supposed to be doing today. I worked for USPS for a store. Our driver told us that the Fragile sticker is basically a kick me sign. Yeah. My mother, also, here's another thing. My mother worked as a USPS driver during the holidays for a few years, and she's almost 60, and she's picking up 100-pound packages, 200-pound packages. You have to think about that too. I'm sure my mother never sets out to do a bad job, but if she has trying to pick up 100-pound package or she's pushing something or whatever else and it falls or it breaks or something, like she's not trying to do a bad job, but you have to think about things when they're delivering heavy packages and stuff for you too. Sometimes they just physically can't. And I'm pretty sure the job description says you have to lift up to 50 pounds, but she's delivering full weight sets at 1,000 pounds by herself. Like it's, you still have to think about the things that you buy on Amazon. I said that to Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb bought something and it was like 200 pounds off Amazon. And I'm like, my mom would have hated you. I'm like, actually, no, my mom would have been fine delivering that to you because you're a mother and you have twins and you can't leave the house. The ones that irritated her was when she would pull up to a college and it would be a 1,000-pound dumbbell set and there would be 6, 20-year-old boys sitting there, watch her try to bring it into the house. She'd be like, really, bro? Come lift up your dumbbell set. It happens to be out front of my home. UPS showed up and it's like he was playing basketball. Yeah, happens all the time. How much is a flat rate 1 to 2 pounds on whatnot? $9.21. How do people print labels in stacks without, they can bulk print their items? I don't do that, so I will not be showing you how to do that. You can. I don't think it matters, honestly. People say that it's a target. I don't think it ever stops anybody. Why wouldn't they treat every box as if it's fragile? So I don't think having a fragile sticker, they say that it makes them care less about it. Honestly, there's no way that they could care more. Like, I don't think if I'm picking up, I don't work at the post office, but if I worked at the post office, I wouldn't be like, oh, this box doesn't say fragile, chuck it. This box says fragile, let's walk it. No, I'm not going to do my job better if there's a sticker on it. But sometimes I think mentally it does help the buyer to think like you did it, you tried. Like, they put a fragile sticker on it, they tried. Do you print packing slips and pull? No. I don't print packing slips. I sit at my computer and do it individually. So I will look and I will say, jump in Foxbot 5 items. I will look at the 5 items. I'll go over there and I'll look at their pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will walk over and I will package it. I will change the weight and dimensions, and then I will print just the label. Have loved yeah. So then totally keep doing it, because I do think that could be a mental thing too, and they appreciate your attention and your attempt to make it so that it gets to them safe. Then pick up from me. I drive to the PO and I drop them off and run. I love that. Say thank you for the stickers. Yeah. So that's great. If you, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't do it. I just don't think that it makes a difference with the way it's handled, but it could make a difference in the way it's perceived, which is also, perception is reality. So if it makes your buyers feel better, then continue to do it. I see. You do pack and measure first. I'm like, how are they knowing how much it weighs? Yeah, so you should weigh things as you sell them, or have an idea of what they weigh as you sell them and try to sell them correctly. And then after the fact, you can adjust. But the same thing, like if I'm selling this, I don't know how much this weighs, but it's going to weigh over a pound when I go to ship it. So I'm going to sell it at 1 to 2 pounds, because that'll give me a little buffer if it's somewhere between 16 and 32 ounces, because it's going to sell at 32 ounces, but it's going to be the same price, 1 to 2 pounds. And then I can adjust it after. But I'm not going to sell it at 3 ounces, because that's a lie. This does not weigh 3 ounces. No, as long as you sold it correctly, it will not change. Not legalo. You won that giveaway. As long as you sold it correctly. So right here, I have a 22 ounce package that is going to just go regular priority mail. But if I go, because it is over 16 ounces and I can switch it to flat rate, it will not use an adjustment. It won't change anything. It won't charge me anything. It'll seamlessly switch to flat rate because it's over a pound. Gems Joy, I like your new thing. I have a deck box on my porch that I put shipments. An amazing mail lady came. I just bought a deck. It's so funny you said that. I just bought a deck box and I watched the 2 men deliver it yesterday. I have the hiccups. I have to hold my breath. I can't have more than 1 or 2 hiccups or I'll die. Boo. It should be, it depends on what you're selling. So I don't need to double the weight of like this, because like I'll just add a couple ounces for packing materials, but I would definitely double the weight of this, because packing materials alone, like a large priority box weighs 18 ounces or whatever. If you're going to use a large priority, that's a pound right there you're adding without adding any bubble, paper, anything. If you have to use a large box, it's over a pound. So you have to add a pound for the box. But it was pointed out to me previously, and I think that this is why it's important to have the 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, that if they bundle things and then they buy everything, if you double the weight every single time and then they buy everything and it can be combined into a box, you only used 1 box. So you don't always have to double it. Correct. If you can fit things in flat rate boxes, it's wonderful because it fits up to 70 pounds. You can't safely fit more than a couple things in a flat rate box if it's vintage decor. You just can't pack glass in it because it's so small. It's hard to make it safe in there. We live out in the sticks on 40 acres, so no close neighbors, surrounded by farmland, and no worries about them being stolen. Oh, that's a different conversation. A deck box is so I got a storage shed actually because I needed something bigger. But he had originally told me to get a deck box because it's like this, and you can put it outside of your house, and you can put all your packages in it when you need a pickup if you're not going to be there. I got a plastic storage shed that's just like this but bigger, so that I can put a lock on it and there's a camera on it, but I can put all my packages in it. So like tomorrow, if I'm at Sarah's and I have packages I need to pick up, my postman can come and pick up the packages without me being here. Do you think Whatnot will increase shipping rates? Because yes. Can Garnival glass glow? Yes. The vase I sold yesterday, I think I already packed it. The Carnival glass vase I sold yesterday glowed. It was beautiful. Yes, I do. I think they probably have a it'll raise every year, every couple years. They have a deal worked out with the post office currently, but I'm sure every year, like with anything, they go into negotiations, and they go into negotiations they reach out to USPS, FedEx, and UPS and see which one will give them the better rate. And if the post office continues to give them a better rate, they will continue to use them. But I'm sure the price will change all the time because it'll always be adjusted. So I don't know when they will raise it because I don't know how long their term is, but I would guess at some point in this year or two. I have a relationship with my postman, and he comes for me when I text him and ask him to. So I don't have to schedule the pickup. Big art seems intimidating. Yeah, I try not to sell giant things. I would be very afraid to sell big art just because I wouldn't want it to break. How does the postal person get into the Dex box of lock? I would give them a key or the code. I bought a lock that has a number, so he would just scan it to the number and open it. But also, I have a relationship with my postal workers, so that if I needed to do anything or change it, honestly, up until this point, they have just walked in my house to get it. So I think doing this is a bigger thing, is better for everyone's safety and sanity. I don't know. I got a raid. Arena, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for bringing your friends over here. How was your show? Did you have a show? You only have 8 followers and you've never sold anything. Did you show? Did you get my email yesterday? Any questions? No, Kenny. I will answer you after my regularly scheduled programming. Thank you so much for the raid. Did you know that you can fake raid? It's bad. How do you set up combined shipping so your buyers will not be charged $9.21 for a package that is less than 1 pound? You don't. Sell it as the... Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute how. You just type it out. Do you see when people raid how it says, how it gives you raid, the little triangle and rating with a party of 1? People go in and put all those symbols and type it, and so then it looks like they raided with a party of 200 and they really didn't raid at all. So you should sell things. It'll combine shipping automatically if you sell it correctly. So if I sell this at 4 ounces, and then I sell this at 7 ounces, and then I sell this at 15 ounces, and then I sell this at 1 pound. What did I just break? His fucking eye? I did too, dumbass. It's going to combine shipping. Whatnot will automatically combine shipping. The way that when it doesn't happen, it's because people try to create custom shipping profiles and stuff and do crazy things. If you set up your show exactly how Whatnot tells you to without changing anything, and you sell things at the correct weight, Whatnot will do its thing magically for you. It's when we try to manipulate things that we mess up. People are weird. I saw another question about, I don't do random pulls because I'm afraid of screwing up shipping. How do you do it correctly? I guess, but I also have been doing this a long time, so I have a good idea. I can pick things up before, like if I pick this up, I know that it weighs 3 ounces and I need to add 3 ounces. I'm going to sell it at 6 ounces. If I pick this up, I know that it weighs 1 pound. I'm going to have to put it in a box with bubble. I'm going to sell it 1 to 2 pounds. And then after I sell everything, I will go and I will adjust the weight correctly on here. Very seldom am I incorrect, but that is how I can do random pulls. Now, am I saying I don't mess up? I for sure mess up. I've paid for shipping a million times because I've sold it incorrectly, but I'm pretty good at eyeballing things, but it's just because I've been doing it a really long time. And then I weigh it after the fact before I ship it. That way the show can go faster. It's just a little longer on the back end. Everyone getting the giveaway. I don't know what I'm giving away, but it's something. Thank you. There's also, I have candy bars running, flash sales on candy bars in the Buy It Now. Here, I'll flash, see if I'm flashing everything. I have flash sales on candy bars. All proceeds of the candy bars go to my son's girlfriend's dance studio. I'm flashing most of them, but I know there were a couple. I will super flash the milk chocolate. Also, did Karen Jones show up? I'm going to super flash the milk chocolate for 30 seconds if anyone wants some candy bars. For over 5 pounds, do you want to select priority or ground? I always select ground. Karen Jones. Karen Jones. Am I correct in saying that you wanted dark chocolate peanut butter, dark chocolate raspberry, and pretzel? Thank you for your purchase of the candy bars. I appreciate you. If I said that, would I be correct? Yes. Okay. Each box comes with 48. At $3 a box, that makes it 3 times 48, 150 minus 246, 144. I put it in to cover my cost and shipping. I put it in at 125 per box, which would be 250, 325 plus 921 shipping. That is in the Buy It Now under your name if you would like that. And also thank you for everyone buying candy bars right now. I very much appreciate you. There's a couple other things in there too, some glass stuff. After an entire day back and forth, can you box? I love you, Karen. Hell yeah, Karen Jones. Thank you. They were very appreciative of you as well. Can you box only 5 pounds, then start them another box based off per buyer? You can, but it's difficult. And also sometimes Whatnot will do that automatically. So you can sell things individually. You can bundle a box or Whatnot. So like yesterday, prime example, if you live close to me, it bundled everything together. If you live like the person that lives in Pennsylvania who bought 13 things yesterday, it bundled all together for a total of 114 ounces and it's putting it in one box. But for the person who lives in Colorado, it split your boxes and it put one box at 77 ounces and one box at 2 pounds, 3 ounces or whatever. And it split your boxes automatically. So Whatnot will smart bundle generally. Sometimes you can manually do it. Sometimes you can do it after the fact if need be. If you get a large bundle order and must use a bigger box in 12 by 12 by 12, do you adjust the box dimensions? Yes. If you do not adjust the box dimensions, you could have that box not make it to them or them get a bill for it in the mail because they owe more money. Because when you change the box over a 12 by 12 by 12, it charges you more. That being said, if you sold it correctly, you should be able to, in most cases, make the box bigger. If you go watch my YouTube, I'm going to pin my thing again. Go watch my shipping YouTube. If you go watch my, it's like an hour-long playlist. It'll show you all my shipping videos, or you can scroll through and just look at my shipping videos. I have a video that shows you how to adjust the items or how to adjust it if you sold it correctly. So for an instance, I sold one person 415 ounces and it put it in one box. And I was like, okay, bet. It can't fit in a 12 by 12 by 12, but let's see how big that box can get. Thank you, Karen. Karen, I love you. I'll ship that out today. So you can watch me playing with it and you can play with it. So they had 415 ounces, which means they paid for shipping up to 415 ounces. So when I was going through, I'm like, okay, let's see if this can fit into a 16 by 12 by 12. Yep. Hasn't charged me anything to make the box to a 16 by 12 by 12. Awesome. Because they paid for what's 412 divided by 80. however many pounds that is over, over the 5 pounds, however many. So then I went and I made it bigger. And I think I was able to make that box like a 20 by 14 by 16 before it charged me anything to make the box bigger. So if you sell the correct like weight and then you need it to be in a bigger box, as long as they've paid like for the box to be bigger, you can also adjust the box size for free. You should, if you cannot eyeball it or guesstimate, you should weigh your items before selling. Yes. Am I doing anything right now? No. Let me go into the buy it now. Also, if you buy something, you have you can rewatch the show just in case I said anything that I wasn't supposed to, because sometimes that happens and they take it off YouTube. All right, let me flash the peanut butter. This is just the regular peanut butter, not the dark chocolate. Does $70 not seem high for shipping? Depends on what you're buying. If I was shipping me, $70 would be cheap. If I was shipping this, $70 would be expensive. 25 pounds, did it have to go in a big box? You can fit 25 pounds in a flat rate box, but if I'm going to ship you, if you are in California right now, and I'm going to ship you 25 pounds and it has to go in a 24 by 17 by whatever, shipping will be $100. And a box already doesn't tell me the size of the box. It was a saw. How big was it? Like a table saw, a hand saw, a pole saw. That seems super cheap to ship you a table saw. $70 seems cheap to ship you a table saw. Can you priority box, not flat rate, be cut and customed? If they're smaller, I believe you can make it smaller, yes. Because of the size. I saved my holiday card so family can eat half and other can. I love you. That's Karen. That's amazing. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I will go back. Let's go. So what I like to do here, and I actually made it so that this show, if you wanted to play around with some shipping things, I can make some custom shipping profiles and show you what the price would be if I tried to ship it to you. But again, it all depends on how far you're going and how big the item is. So if I am, so like right here, here's a DeWalt table saw on eBay for $250 and it's going to be $63 to ship it to me. Here is a no hardware utility saw. That's just look like a long saw. Doesn't even look like a table saw. Oh, table saw assembly required, $87.56 to ship it to me. So this table saw right here, $94 to ship it to me. So I think that it seems probably right. They put the dimensions in and that's what it shipped. That's what it asked for. So what time is it? 10:20. We have some time. Let's make something. Let's do something up. Give me something you want to ship right now. Let's say I want to ship Christine. You're going to get me. And today I'm going to be $69.69. Be $6,969. Okay. First, I'm never shipping a hen on Nest ever in my entire life. Okay. Before I do that, let's go and make some custom shipping profiles. Okay. Which I love doing. Okay, we're going to go create some custom shipping profiles. I do have a YouTube on how to do this. So this is to ship. Thank you so much for your tips. I love you and greatly appreciate you, and they're very much helping to pay for everything. How much do you think I weigh? That's a don't answer that. I'm kidding. I'm going to put in the weight at 25 pounds because this is what we're talking about. I only weigh 25 pounds today. Okay. But I also am going to put that I can't bundle it with anybody. Only weigh 25 pounds. And I'm going to put the box dimension size of 24 by 12 by 12, which is not that big, right? Look, I'm small and light today. Now I'm going to come over. Thank you so much for your tips. I love you. Thank you for helping me and supporting me and being here for me. Now I'm going to come over, create a temporary listing, and this is for Christine. You're going to buy me right now. And I am going to be $6,969. And we're going to use my custom shipping profile. And Christine, and we're going to save it, add listing. This is how much right now to buy me. How much is it going to cost you to ship? Cost me to ship myself? $46. Where do you live? Give me a state. 37, 31, 46, 56, 74. Do you see how it changes? Like Cherry is probably the closest to me right now in New York, and it was only going to be 28. 69, 47, 56, Arizona, Texas, 56 to Texas, $2 million. 65 to Texas, 74 to California, 28 to PA. Do you see how it changes as far as location to me? And also that right there is for a 25-pound box that is 24 by 12 by 12. So I would say your table saw shipping was right on. But also, do you see that how you can change the shipping here to sell it correctly? So I have a video on how to make the custom shipping profiles. I will show you here one time because I said that I would. You are going to go to your seller profile, seller hub. Hold on, I'm in the shipping profile, so I have to go back to where you're going to find it. In your shipping profile, in your seller hub, you're going to go to the 3 little dots on the top, and you're going to have this page. I have a YouTube video on how to do this, so it'll be easier for you to see because I know that my phone is not going to show you. You can't afford me? Most people can't. It's okay. You're going to scroll down to shipping settings. You're going to click on shipping settings. I have free pickup, domestic shipping. You're going to shipping profiles. You're going to go shipping profiles. Here are my custom shipping profiles. The only shipping profile I ever use is this shipping profile right here. And this is a 12 by 12 by 12 at 5 pounds max bundle. And that is how I ship large items. So if I'm shipping something, this was my example earlier. This is bigger than 12 inches, but it's short, so I can fit this in a 18 by 6 by 12, which is the equivalent of a 12 by 12 by 12, and it's going to be 5 pounds. I'm selling this as that. It will not bundle with anything else. It will not bundle with anything else. You are going to get that, and if you buy other things in my show, it'll restart your shipping. That is what I do to sell large items. You can, however, took on the floor, sold. You can, however, make other things. So I just made that. These are all test ones. I just made that Christine one. So we can click on it. I did 25 pounds, max bundle 1, which means I can't be bundled with anything else. And I did it at a 24. Gosh darn it with the lighting. And I did it with a 24 by 12 by 12. So to create one, you can create one for over 5 pounds. So if I want to create one, I just go here and I click this little X and then I name it whatever I want. There we go. I name it whatever I want. And then I put in the correct weight and dimensions. So this is good if you're like selling art. So say I have a big, beautiful piece of art and it weighs 17 pounds and it's a 24 by 24 by 24. I'm going to go create a custom shipping profile with it, and it's going to charge whatever it says when they go to buy it. It could be different for anybody. I do have ground set up over 5 pounds because if you set up your show, okay, I'm back to the scheduled show part. All of that I just showed you, I do have a video on YouTube on how to do that. If you set up your show just the way that Whatnot tells you to, you just click setup and you scroll down to shipping and you don't touch anything. This is how Whatnot has it set up for you. Priority up to 5 pounds, ground over 5 pounds. Because that is, unless you're doing flat rate, this is the best value for you and your buyer. Because it'll charge you less to go ground over 5 pounds. This is the best value unless you're doing flat rate. So this is generally what I leave my shipping settings on all the time. That way you get the best value and I don't have to pay anything. I feel like those were two very, very big pieces of information. And I hope that they were beneficial to you. And I hope that you listen to me. Everything I do for you. Good morning, Postmaster Tony. You just missed an hour and a half long talk about shipping. That is my Postmaster, ladies and gentlemen. You should listen to me. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Let's flash some more candy bars so I can sell some stuff. Oh shit, the flash sale stopped on all of them. That means I've been on for 2 hours. Let's flash the pretzel because I haven't flashed those yet. Been a busy morning. Thank you for popping in. We are just talking about the correct ways to ship. For my show yesterday, thank you so much. I get to go work on shipping. Yay, I love that. I am. So, I believe tonight at, as long as it's not, oh, it's just sleeting right now. It is just frozen rain and snow everywhere. I'm going to come back on later and do jewelry at about 4 o'clock, 4:30 with Sarah tonight. We're going to try different times and different days because we just haven't been having a lot of luck. So I hope you come back. We have hundreds of pounds of jewelry. Different shipping profiles for different categories would be helpful. Vintage decor is a struggle. I don't know. I don't understand. I just did that for the first time because of the bread box weighs 7 pounds. I'm glad you showed it. Yes, great. When is your show with Whatnot? Next Wednesday at 2 o'clock. You want me to do the dark chocolate? You got it. I've never successfully restarted a show. No. I know that you can do it. I've never figured out how. Trading cards, it helped a lot. Good. Yes, that's super helpful too. If you are shipping, if you want to learn how to ship, I hate how it changes flash sales. I know. Do you take everything to the post office? They come and pick up for me every day because I'm spoiled and I love you. I do have if you want to learn how to do, here, I'll do one more giveaway. If you want to learn how to do the sticker giveaways, the trading card giveaways, the gift card giveaways, so that it only costs you 79 cents and not $4.50, I have a video on how to do that. It is 2 minutes long. That's it. Is Engine Out's having issues with Whatnot sending notifications for bookmark shows? It seems to be there seems to be an issue with that recently. Here, let's flash this brand new Stanley in a box. See if anybody wants that. It's, oh shit, for $33. Yeah, whatever. That video is on my YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, I am the Hodgepodge Place on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, if you don't mind swearing. Facebook also. Please go follow me on Facebook. If you still have Facebook, I post a lot there, and it has been, Facebook is actually, besides TikTok, the only place that I have made money. Last month, I made $42 on Facebook, which I was really excited about. And so all of your engagement really helps over there. TikTok, I didn't make anything. YouTube, I didn't make anything. Do you have to be home for a scheduled pickup from the post office? No, not if you tell them. So, like, I just bought a deck box so that I can put stuff in there if I'm not home. But you can, like, if you live somewhere where it doesn't rain and snow, 90% of the time, you can just leave it outside, I'm sure, and you're not afraid of things getting stolen. But it's always raining and whatever else. She knows her shipping. Yes. Listen to my Postmaster. I know what I'm talking about. Facebook is only linked to my Instagram. I don't look at it. Yeah, so Facebook is linked to my Instagram too, but I don't get paid on Instagram, but I get paid on Facebook. I don't know how that works. I guess I don't know how to sign up to be paid on Instagram, but every dollar counts. So I'm really excited about the $42 that I made. And I'm so nervous for the random pulls as I have heavy items. What should I list it as? I have my listings. If you look at my auction tab right now, we'll pin it. I have a large item. I put it in as 1 to 2 pounds. I have a medium item. I have in as 12 to 15 ounces. I have a small item, which I have in at 4 to 7 ounces. And I have a ship alone, which is a 5 by 5 or a 5 pound, 12 by 12 by 12 item. I also have weights that are in as minis. So those are how I put things in. And then as I pick things up, I run them according to that weight scale that I already have in there. Let's pin the caramel. The caramel are my favorite. I usually sell those for a little bit more because it helps offset the price the money I lose on the other ones, but today I will flash them for cheaper. Some Whatnot creators said that they are making more money on Facebook right now. Yeah, I've never sold on Facebook. I will not sell on Facebook. I will only ever sell here. I do make content for all other platforms though, and I'm attempting to make money on other platforms. So, and like I said, every dollar counts. Last year I made on average about $50 a month. My goal this year is to make $100 a month. Yeah, just content. That's my goal. That's my goal is to, but I have to upload more content. That's my issue too. And the reason that I don't make money on TikTok anymore is because you have to have over minute long videos and I just don't get the traction. I have gained less than like a couple thousand followers over the last year on TikTok and I've gained 20,000 here. So I'm just trying to focus on the platforms that pay. Yes, Rusty. Look, I wrote you down. I'm going to put so I don't forget. I sure will. Thank you for buying another one. It is a whole job and it's a lot. So I do appreciate all of your engagement. So while you're there and you're buying, liking, commenting, sharing, reposting. Good morning, Caitlin. What do you ship minis in? Depends. You know what I ship a lot of minis in, and I think it's overlooked, are poly mailers, or our bubble envelopes. Those don't go through like with the boxes, and I don't think they get smashed. So if I'm shipping, let's say I'm shipping this arm, and I put it in a little piece of tissue paper, and then I put it in bubble wrap, and then I wrap it with my thing, and then I put it in paper, I'll put it right in a bubble mailer, and that's safer than it could be in a little box. What is the name on Whatnot show next week? Oh, so I am in Whatnot Sellers, Whatnot Sellers show next week. I'm being interviewed by Whatnot Sellers, so go bookmark that show. I ship jewelry in everything. Generally like small. If I only sell a couple, I will ship them in little. My friend Sarah's daughter eats a lot of the little like pouches, so we ship them in little pouch boxes. I will ship them in whatever I can find, generally little boxes, or I ship them all the way up to. So today I think we have like 25-pound bags. And I'll ship those in flat rate boxes, especially if you buy multiple. I do that to save empty rolls of tape. Yeah, the empty rolls of tape, empty rolls of what I shipped something in the other day. I was giggling to myself because it was really, really hodgepodgey. And I was like, what did you even do? Oh, you know what I do a lot too is I will rip the sides of boxes off. Actually, I would love to show you this right now. Okay. So she bought this yesterday and it has to ship for less than a pound. It's 15 ounces. They're little sleepy pups, but if I put paper on it, it's too big to fit in my poly mailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of paper on it. I already wrapped it in tissue and bubble. And then I'm going to put a piece of paper. And this is my favorite thing to do, but I think that it really works well. And I think that more people should do it. So I'm going to rip. I already have pre-ripped boxes. So when I get boxes that are too damaged to reuse, I rip off the arms. Where did I just put the sleepy puffs? I rip off the arms and then I do this. So it's already wrapped like 4 times and then it has a little cardboard protector. And then I'll wrap it in the shrink wrap. And now this is saving me weight because it's not going to be over a pound and I could chuck this across the room and nothing's going to happen to it. And then just for a little bit, keep more peace of mind, I'll wrap it in another piece of paper and I'll put it in a poly mailer. And now it is less than a pound, so it's the correct weight and it is overly protected. And it also will not go with all of the boxes and everything. It'll be shipped quick and easy. So, Susan, here's your package. It'll go out today when my postman gets here. I did do really well in the egg drop thing. I do really well in problem solving, especially when I am under pressure. I do well under pressure. I do not do well, however. I would ship glass like that, yes. That's super protected in glass. I'll show you a little piece of glass. Here. I'll show you how I would ship this little salt cellar. I would wrap in tissue paper. And then I would put bubble wrap around it, and then I would shrink wrap it, and then I'd put it in paper. And right there, it's safe enough. But I would also then, after that, put it in either a little cardboard box, or I put it even more paper, and then I put it in a poly mailer. And because it's small too, so you think about the boxes. When you ship something in a small box and it's going in with the boxes, it's getting, that small box better be stuffed with paper, because that's getting smashed 85 times. You put it in a little poly mailer, it's going in with the poly mailers. And it's going in with a little light stuff that's just going to go foop, 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 and go. And that's how I've shipped things for 3 years, and I get very few complaints on my shipping. Of course, you probably solve well. My brain is very mathematical. I do not have a artistic or creative brain whatsoever. I do, however, have a mathematical brain and a little bit of a autistic brain, and I can figure things out. But if things are calm and you ask me to like answer an email, I'll have a full-on panic attack. But if we're in the middle of World War III and you need me to build you a bomb, I could probably figure that out. Bought lots from Hodge and never had any breakage. Thank you. They have to be less than a pound to use a poly mailer. No, it doesn't have to be. You can put just like with the brown box, it has to be over a pound to use a priority box, but you can put 10 pounds in a poly mailer if you sold it that way. I thrive in chaos as well, which is terrible. I think that's the anxiety ADHD brain that just makes it so our life needs to be in chaos or we don't understand it. As soon as things are calm, I'm like, why isn't the world ending? What's going to happen next? You should probably panic about it. I buy mattress pads and ship. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, exactly. I'm your girl in emergency, but I haven't checked my DMs in days because the first one I read made me cry. So, there's that. They do. They go through a different machine. Your mind. Oh, thank you for promoting my show. I appreciate you. Your mind is always like that. What's next? Exactly. I can use poly mailer labels on those Yes, you can use priority. I have a video that shows you all of that too, and I built this big board, and it shows you the type of labels you can use on what box. You can use a priority label on anything, but you cannot use a ground label or a flat rate label or a PWE label on a priority box. But you can use a priority box on an Amazon box. You can use a priority box on a poly mailer, but you cannot do it the other way around. The big board you made is so helpful. Thank you. Hodge, do you have anything written down to show how to set up shipping? Yes, I do. Plain white envelope. PWE is a plain white envelope, and those are like giveaways or things that can go on a regular envelope. I do. If you go to my YouTube right now, I would love it. I appreciate all of your engagement on my YouTube, and if you watch my YouTube and you find them helpful, please like with your comment, share, and share with your friends. If you go to my YouTube right now, here's my YouTube channel, and you scroll, so you can go to, you should be able to rewatch this live because I don't think I sang or said anything that's going to be flagged by YouTube and get taken down. So I am live streaming at YouTube as well. Hello, if you're here on YouTube, I appreciate you. I'm sorry I never acknowledge you. I'm really bad at that. But if you go to my videos, or you can go to my playlist. And so right now I'm going to turn you a little bit so we can try to scroll together and I can show you the videos. So the second video right there is what not shipping. But if you go down further, the more helpful shipping videos are going to be down here because these are the ones that I made originally. And these are the ones where people asked me like specific questions. But there's how-tos and then shipping video, shipping video, shipping video, shipping video. And then if you shipping video, and these are all videos. These are the 2 videos that I told you have the links on everything that I use, like my poly mailers, my bubble wrap machine, all of that. Another shipping video, I created this YouTube just to help. I didn't have a YouTube prior to Whatnot. I created this because there was no help for me when I first started, and I created this just to do this. Also, if you want how to do the plain white envelopes, that's actually in my shorts. So if you scroll down, These ones are just funny videos that I post, but you're just going to scroll through my shorts and you're going to look for the only Whatnot video. And it's got that little Whatty right there. And it is a minute. It is a minute and a half long, 1 minute and 46 seconds long, on how to create the Whatnot or the giveaway. So it's a plain white envelope and it only charges you 79 cents instead of $4 to run a giveaway. And it's only 2 minutes. And I do a voiceover and I show you exactly how to do it. So you can pause. I do it pretty fast, but you can pause it while you figure it out on your own. And this is my most watched video because I think this is the most helpful video people have found. But you can, everything that you want to know about shipping, I have already talked about. You just have to find the video that correlates. But if there's is something specific that you want me to address, like you're over there and you're like, I really don't understand how to do this, or I really don't see this video, let me know and I will remake it. Keeps going to $4 regardless of clicking stickers and changing the weight. I don't know why. When you set up your show, you have to make sure you toggle on the first, you have to toggle on so that it's, hold on, I'll show you. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate you. So when you go to schedule a show, before you do anything, you need to go to your shipping and you need to make sure that is toggled on. So you need to make sure USPS first class mail is toggled on the top. That doesn't automatically happen. And you have to do it every show individually. It does not populate even if you've done it once before. You have to do that every single show. And then after that, you have to either use the sticker category or the, there's another category, or the card category, and you do 0 to 1 ounces. And it actually has to fit. Good. I'm glad I solved your problem. Thank you for asking. It actually has to fit in an envelope. It can be a bigger envelope. It can be a 11 by whatever, but it has to fit flat in an envelope. There's a button at the bottom now. Perfect. Okay. I have to go. And it needs to bend. Yes. I have to go. I love you. Yes, Cole got the truck. I'm going to be back later. Come back for the jewelry show. I will help you more in the jewelry show if I can. Make sure to bookmark all of my upcoming shows. Come hang out with us. Everything's going to be amazing. We've been rating new people every day. So let's go raid Tater and Tot. Bye for now. Circles in the chat. I love you. I'll see you later. Have a good day.